7's with Pyephreius B Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Pyephreius B Metatron, your hostess with the mostest, and you guys know the drill. Today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I bees this, and I require this. So however you are connected today, if you're connected on Zoom, if you're connected on YouTube, if you're connected by my internet radio station, look in your phone, look in your mirror, as long as it's safe, and repeat this after me. Today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I bees this, and I require this. And I guarantee you, as you make this mantra a regular part of your daily affirmations, each and every day you recite this and believe it and live it, your life gets better exponentially. I am thankful and grateful for being here today. I am truly thankful and grateful for being here because less than an hour ago, everything shut off. Lights, internets, keyboard, mouse, everything. I had to, I'm archaic, you guys. I have battery operated mouse and keyboard, and yes, both of them went dead at the same time, and the internet went down. The computer was acting funny. I had to restart everything. So I am truly thankful and grateful to be here today. How's everybody? Talk to me if you can.
Hi there. Good afternoon. Almost evening.
Good afternoon, Deirdre. How you doing? How you been?
I'm working on it. I'm good. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm grateful for your presence, and we're sending you that complete healing energy, complete pain relief energy, and complete comfort energy as you navigate to and through your extreme pain issues on this evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. 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 All right. All right. Anybody else before we get started? Nope. Hi, Jolene. How are you? Good, good, good. Okay, good, good. I'm grateful for your presence, and I promise not to get too loud or make you laugh too much so that you interrupt anybody at the library. Thank you much. Thank you much. All right. All right. Today is Master Self Numerology's wrap-up session. It is October 29th, 2022. It is our regularly scheduled 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, regularly scheduled class. There are other areas of numerology that I'm going to get into when we pick up numerology again. However, I believe that I have squeezed enough into each and every one of you for the time being. I've given us more than enough to get a very, very, very good start. Everything else that I would teach you in numerology are advanced concepts and subjects, and yeah, you need to get a little bit more of this into you before I can just throw that on to each of you. So today will be mostly questions and answers. So I got a brief little spiel I'm gonna give to you guys, and then I want you guys to be thinking about any and all questions that you may have had during any of our classes, or any other questions that you may have concerning numerology or concerning my limited knowledge of astrology and or the card systems. So but we are going to wrap up Master Self Numerology today, and then on November 1st, I will be giving the November 2022 Soul Vibe and Zodiac Natives affirmations on the 1st, and then we'll be on a hiatus until after Thanksgiving. That's going to give me enough time to break open Mastered Self Chakra and get a little head start, so to speak, before I just start breaking this out to the masses. I'm real excited about what's coming after we come back after Thanksgiving. Very, very excited. This is something that I have been endeavoring and learning and working with for years, never thinking that I would end up teaching it to anybody, let alone writing my own interpretations and my own knowledge about it. So for that, I'm truly, truly thankful and truly, truly grateful and truly, truly excited. It's a fun times indeed, in spite of what folks may want everybody to believe. These are truly, truly great times indeed, and it is truly, truly a great time to be me, and it's a great time for you to be you. So, Master Self Numerology is my theory of numbers and letters. And what I want to state unequivocally here right now, I did not invent numerology. It's not something that I came up with all by myself. Numerology has been around since the beginning of time, and even before that. And what I mean by the beginning of time is the beginning of marked time, but the beginning of time, because think about it, everything started from a number one consciousness forward, from one consciousness forward, from one atom splitting into two, and so on and so on and so on. Any comments about that? Y'all know in the Bible, it talks about in the beginning was the word. Well, in the beginning was a number one. Yeah, it was before there was a second. Something comes before second, and something comes before second and third. Yeah, first. Have to be a first before you can be anything else. So in the beginning, from the beginning of a one is what we could say. From one consciousness forward, from one atom splitting into two, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Numbers and letters in and of themselves represent the cosmic and universal principles by, through, and because of all things evolve and continuously advance, progress, and grow according to the law of cycles and the law of existence. Nothing is without a vibration. Nothing in and of this universe is nameless or unidentifiable. Numbers and letters in and of themselves represent the cosmic and universal principles by which all things evolve and continuously advance, progress, and grow according to the law of cycles and the law of existence. Now, I will get into the cycles of life that are in the law of cycles when we get into the when we get back into the 88 steps. But there is a law of cycles in the universe, and everything is subject to a cycle. The mere existence, our mere existence, our incarnation is a cycle, is one cycle from the moment we split the portal until we shuffle off. That's one full cycle. However many spins around you get, it's a full cycle. In that cycle, there are many 7, 9, 11, 13-year cycles. Inside of those are various cycles that aren't necessarily personal, yet they affect you personally. Our entire existence is wrapped up in the law of cycles and the law of existence. Any comments, any questions? Nope. All right. All right. The numbers 1 through 9 symbolize the cycles and stages through which every idea must travel on its way to becoming a reality. Let me repeat that again. The numbers 1 through 9 symbolize, characterize, represent the cycles and stages through which every idea must travel on its way to becoming a reality. Everything manifested, everything you know of, everything you can imagine of, everything you heard about but may not have experienced, and everything you ain't heard about and ain't experienced but has been manifested are the results of these 9 cycles and stages. Everything. Everything. Nothing in and of this universe that we're in right now is even possible unless it has been through those 9 cycles and stages. And everything in and of the universe continually goes through those 9 cycles and stages. Any comments, any questions? Yes, Deirdre.
Okay, yeah. That makes me think about every once in a while I have an opportunity when somebody's going through something to tell them it'll pass. This will pass. And I have said it's just like winter, spring, summer, and fall. You know,
Yes.
everything has its season and it'll pass. In a hard time, it's going to pass, no matter what it is. That's not for me knowing what you know. That's just for me observing. And
Absolutely.
that's the cycles. It's so interesting. I never thought of it the way that you did, but when you did, first, since we've been doing this segment, I kept seeing those numbers in the matrix. You know how they show all those numbers moving? That I kept seeing
Yes.
that picture. And then, shit, I forgot. I'm sorry. But
it's all right.
Yeah, that part.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's also interesting. We do go through cycles, and no matter what it is, I just know that whatever it is, it's going to pass, it's going to change, because we're constantly growing if we choose to, evolving, the whole 9. Oh, look, see there, the whole 9. That's, uh,
Yeah, the whole nine. There it is. There it
yeah,
is.
it's very, very. Oh, that's what I was going to say. When you said that, it made me think about uh, birth, not just
Mm-hmm.
people, but animals, bugs,
Mm-hmm.
everything. It has its cycle, its process, some longer, some
Yes.
shorter. It's just very interesting.
Yes.
I could see it. And if we could just be patient, if I could just be patient and sit within myself and remember that, it would still make things easier. And
Absolutely.
also not to although I'm not one that panics, but I just noticed lately I've been warring against worrying, and that's not my normal thing. But
Right.
that's really not my normal thing. But thank you. That was a good. I've had enough. I
You're
said
welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for that. Thank you. All right. Mastered self numerology is the art, craft, and science of understanding the spiritual significance and systematic progression of all manifestation. Every name and or word vibrates to a number, and every number has its own essence and its own frequency and its own inner meaning. Now we have gotten into the nitty gritty of these numbers, and I believe that if I haven't done anything else, I have shown the contrast between the 1 and the 2 and the 2 and the 3 and the 3 and the 4 and all the way, and opened us up to receive some of the frequency, especially the frequency of the numbers that are strong in our own charts. Um, um, Anybody got anything they'd like to say about that? Has that been the case? Okay, good. The cosmic code that is embedded into Master Self Numerology's theory of numbers and letters, when completely understood and actively applied to your life and to the events in and of your soul's journey, and to the lives and events of those you love or work with or just come into significant contact with, brings us into direct and consistent contact with Source Creator and with the governing intelligence of the universe. If you can grasp the simplicity of 1 through 9, you don't have to know it like I do. You don't have to be able to calculate shit on the fly like I can. If you just grasp the simplicity of 1 through 9 and apply the simple logic and knowledge that is wrapped up in those numbers and how they work in and through and to and for your own life. Yeah, you walking with God, as they say, as religious folk would say, or you're in direct and constant contact with Source Creator. Yep. Not saying that numerology is the answer. Oh, you follow numerology, you never have a problem. Nope, that's not it. Just like none of these sciences, none of these esoteric tools um, can prevent hardship. It's a cycle. Tides. You ever sit by the beach and watch the tide? The tide comes in, it's a big old wave, and then what happens? Whoop, goes back out. Then you wait for a while, the water come in and go out, come in and go out. And then here comes another big wave, boom, and then it goes out. What goes up must come down. There's always a beginning, middle, and end of something somewhere along the way. And if you get the simplicity of 1 through 9 and what they mean to you, you will be able to bypass all of the stuff that is designed to distract. You will be able to make sense out of the unsensible. You'll be able to make logic out of the illogical. And you'll be able to make honor out of the shameful, just by having a good grasp of 1 through 9. Any comments, any questions? Yes, Deirdre, go right ahead.
Yes, thank you. Lately, I have been observing the hour of each day. Every day has a planet. Every hour has a planet, as we know, right? So, like when calls come in and different things, I look and see what planet it's in. So now what you're saying, like if somebody calls me, I don't know what it is right now, let's just say in a Mars hour, and it's associated with a number, right? The time. That would actually tell me what the call would be about if I look at the number and associate it with the planet. And that would give me the option to take the call or not.
Absolutely. And there are 7 3.5 hour periods in each day. And there is an optimal time to receive calls, and then there's an optimal time to screen your calls, and there's an optimal time to ask for a favor. There's an optimal time to ask for financial support. There's an optimal time to ask your boss for a raise. There's a time when not to. Yeah, it's all wrapped up in the cycles. And the cycles of time. When they started marking time, it set this system into motion. So we are governed by this marked time here on this planet. Yeah.
Well, the other interesting part about that is people who use, I don't know the names of them, but like, for instance, they use Monday as the first day of the week, but there are those who use Sunday as the first day of the week, right?
Right. I use Saturday as the first day of my week because I was born on a Saturday.
Is that why you do it, because you were born on Saturday?
Yeah, that's when my week starts. Yep.
Wow, that is so interesting. Mine is Tuesday. So that would be my first day of the week.
You should start your week on Tuesday. Go in Google and change your calendar. Say you want your week to start on Tuesday.
I love it.
Makes a difference. It makes a difference. It does. It does. Just like, and I've told you guys this a few times. Your New Year's starts on your birthday. Yes, Sharon, you have your hand up.
Are we at the portion where we can ask like just general questions?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
The whole show was like that. I'm just rambling on. I only got one more. Look, I only got, I think, hold on. I got 2 more paragraphs, but yeah, you can ask questions. Yeah, sure.
No, I'll wait till you finish. I'll wait till you finish.
No.
It may be long.
Now.
Okay.
It's okay.
Right, so,
we got time.
Okay, so I kind of didn't get the benefit of numerology before I was introduced to On the 7's. So right now, for my ages 46 and 47, I have obstacles that are 0. And I remember you calling it like the cipher or something.
It's a cipher.
And the opportunities are 2 and 5. So could you go to explain more about the significance of ciphers? Because I really want to be prepared for these 46 and 47 milestone ages coming up.
Absolutely. Let me grab this information real quick, and I
Okay.
will get it for you. Yes.
Okay.
You say your opportunities are 2 and 5.
Yeah, so for
So
my 46 age, the obstacle is 0, the opportunity is 2. And for my 47 age, the obstacle is also 0, but the opportunity is 5.
okay, yeah, the importance of the cipher, it means that there is not going to be any ancillary obstacles that you have to face. So it won't be like if it was a one obstacle, your leadership would be challenged, and your ambition and your innovation and initiative, it would always be restricted or challenged. If it was a 2, your balance and peace and consideration. If it was a 3, your creativity or other opportunities. So with a 0, it's not going to be it's not going to be a defined obstacle. So let me go right here. Okay, here we go. So with a cipher obstacle, the presence of a cipher obstacle is a very common occurrence, regardless if it is for a period or for a lifetime. The cipher obstacle is an all or nothing influence and can be symbolized by the universe or the circle. The cipher obstacle contains everything and yet can also signal emptiness, depending upon your mental state or your desires. The right to choose is natural for anyone with the cipher obstacle, and you can choose to either just float along in life without direction and motivation, or you can rise above your real and perceived problems to become truly magnificent. It's totally up to you. With the cipher obstacle, expect equal portions of big tests and adversity to mix with many wonderful opportunities and people. With the cipher obstacle, you must have the right and authority to create your own reality, and you must fill your life with love, compassion, and true helpfulness to and for humanity. For your work and other vocational endeavors will exceed extremely well. You should never take the cipher obstacle lightly, as you will have to make a choice between following the road less traveled or getting on board with the rest of us. You must cultivate, nurture, encourage, and empower the desire to make the world and humanity a better place, and you will be absolutely positively fine.
So I can pretty much write my own ticket. Like
Pretty much.
I can be successful or I can just be lonely. Is it saying like it's
You can
basically
be
up
what
to me. So
you write
there's
your,
no,
yeah, you have a blank canvas.
so I
You
paint
truly
what
have a
I
blank,
want or don't paint
absolutely.
anything at all. It's up to
Or
me.
don't paint shit.
About
It's up to
time.
you. Yep.
I need that. So that's coming up. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And the 2 opportunity, you have opportunity in partnerships and in agreements and in diplomacy and in areas of mediation. And the 5 opportunity, you're going to travel and go on adventures and expand your consciousness and awaken even more.
Yay. I love it. Thank
Absolutely. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, Jolene. Unmute yourself.
Oh, shoot.
Hello.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, you had your hand up.
Okay. Okay. You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm driving and trying to do this at the same time. That's why. But I love
Oh,
what
no
you
worries.
just said. I love what you just said to Deirdre, right? Right? I love it
Okay.
because for every positive word, it doesn't matter. I think I said this before. It doesn't matter the number. Every time you say something positive towards someone or towards me, I just gravitate to it because
Yes.
I am a writer and I don't live in doubt or mistrust of my or whatever comes out of my spirit. And so I
Yes.
might not know exactly the numbers or what it means, but every time you say something that's positive, I gravitate and I own it. And that's how I really
Absolutely.
and every time, I'm a therapist and I hear so many, and now I work in a psych hospital. So I live in positivity. I have to. So this journey has really, really like inspired me more to keep me up, and when I feel down and stuff, I still have that bounce because of all this positive spirit and energy and all this good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that, Jolene. And you bring the positive spirit and energy to every call that you join us. You truly are the light of the whole group, and I appreciate you for that.
Oh wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else? All right. One must have a very distinct and explicit understanding of the numbers 1 through 9 in order to fully grasp the complexities of mastered self numerology, because the essence of every number 1 through 9 and those that come after 9, which we reduce down to a single digit number, has many facets and other qualities that reveal themselves as you go deeper into your studies.
I think I can.
With a thorough and complete understanding of master self numerology and the numbers and letters thereof, you can and will be able to attain and maintain a very firm grasp on the orderly progression of all life cycles. And that's the end of my spiel. So we got a lot of time. I got a lot of time for questions today, you guys. Any comments about anything I've shared so far today? All right. Well, the floor is open for questions now. Anybody have any questions? Anything that we've covered before that may have been confusing? Anything you missed that you wanted to get a better understanding of? Anything concerning like I said, I have limited knowledge of astrology and I am well versed in the cards. So anything?
Hi.
All right. Go ahead, Jolene, Deirdre, then Sharon. Yeah.
Okay. I missed the episode from Tuesday and you were talking about relationships. Can you go over 9 and where 9 goes with relationships?
I can email you that because that's a long go through. I'll email that to you, just the numbers, how 9 relates to 1 through 9. I'll email that to you.
I need that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. Yes, Deirdre, you're next.
Okay. Like Sharon was talking about the cipher and all. I don't know how to figure it, but what I just recently did was went to your YouTube. And it looks like all of that is on there. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to go back and look. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Sharon, you're up.
Okay, so I know about the energy of 7. So my birth year, my birth month, my personal year, and my personal month all comes to 7. And I really don't know how to read that like together, like when I'm seeing all of these 7s. So for me, it's scaring me. So I just want to
So,
hear from you. What are your thoughts on that?
okay, so your personal year is what?
7. That's what I'm
Then
seeing, but hold on. This may be, I printed out my master self-evaluation. So
uh-huh.
know this changes every month and every year. I think
Yeah. Because
I
if you're in a 7 year, you
yeah, it's
should
this
be
year.
in a
Okay,
eight, you should be in an 8 month. You should be in an
yeah,
8 month.
it's the 8 months. So I printed this out in June. So I've just been referring to it. So
Yeah.
everything else, so birth year 7, birth month 7, personal year 7, but my personal month is 8. And actually, it's a lot of 8s because it's like 7 and 8. So my
Yep.
soul's energy is 8, my personal month is 8, and my age is 8. So it's just 7 and 8s almost across the board, except for the day, probably. And at this day,
Now,
it was like a 9.
now, do you remember when we went over the compatibility between the 7 and the 8 the other day?
I do.
Then that's what's going on with you this month. That has been your vibration and your frequency this month. You've been juggling because you have all the 8s, and then the outside thing is the 7s that your
So
personal year, personal month. Yes.
so that's where I'm getting all this. Well, I wouldn't call it extroversion, but I'm a little bit more extroverted.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And and you probably have been to yourself or more secluded, especially this year, more than you have in the past 9 years. You probably didn't go nowhere last month at
I
all.
did not. And it was
Yeah.
glorious.
Yeah. Yet there has been a churning on the inside that you like, I got to do something. I gotta
Yeah.
do something. Shit. But the outside factors and the outside stimuli has been like, shit, we're gonna do it from here. I'm not going anywhere. Right. So that has been the push and pull that has been going on with all those 7s in those fixed positions, at least for the year. And then the 8 come up this year, and then you got an 8 for your birth year, your age year is an 8, and then you're heading into an 8 year. So yeah, all of
So
that.
basically, before I asked the question about my 6 and my 8 compatibility, but we can do this like completely with any portion of our chart when we're seeing a whole
Absolutely.
the same numbers and just compare them. So I should be referring back to the relationship shows to find out,
Yes.
okay, that's D. Okay,
Yes.
that's D.
Yes. If I didn't express it clearly, when I was doing the compatibility and the attraction, the last 3 or 4 shows that we've had, those are for more than just if you think you're going to hook up with somebody or you want to go on a date with somebody. These are equally as beneficial for you. Say you are a strong 7 and you are going into an 8 year, or you're a strong 6 and you're going into an 8 year, or you're a strong 8 and you're going into an 8 year. You want to look at the compatibility between yourself, the 8, going into what? The 8 year. You're going to see how you are going to navigate through your year successfully by reading what the 2 8s can do together. If you just read that compatibility for your 8 year, you're a strong 8 and you're going into an 8 year, go to the show that has the compatibility about the number 8. And when it gets to the 8 with another 8, That is you, 8, going into your 8th year. That's how you are going to navigate through the calendar year.
This
What's
is
your
juicy. Okay, so I had a few rough years. I must say I had very few, but I can go back in time and look at my numbers and kind of gauge what was going on during that time.
Absolutely.
Oh
You
man.
look at your personal year number. You look at your age year number. And then you look at your state of current affairs number. Look at all 3 of those numbers together in any year, and they will give you what is going on.
What was
You
going
look
on?
at them 3 numbers right there for any year, and it'll tell you pretty much what was happening.
What's going on? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. Jolene, did you have your hand up again? Maybe not. Maybe not. Miss Lemons, how are you? Do you have any questions today? Good to see you here. I'm glad you showed up. If you're speaking, you have to unmute yourself. Nope. Nope. The doctor's in today, y'all. Y'all can have your questions answered. Any other questions? Yes, Deirdre.
Okay, so with that being said, what you just explained, and you get that all figured out, like you could use you for an example, because I know that's how you manage your life. Does that mean that you can manipulate situations better, or you just have to coast through it? Unlike, I think, who was that? That might have been somebody who had all 7s, and who knows?
Yeah, I prefer the word maneuver over manipulate.
Okay.
You can maneuver better. Yes, you can. It's like this. If you are on the freeway and if you knew 5 miles down the road it was washed out, would you just keep going, or would you get off the freeway? This is the same. This is the exact same. Again, the issues, the ups and downs and ins and outs and yeses and nos and victories and defeats, we all have them in our lives. None of us get to duck those type of licks. What a complete and distinct and explicit understanding of the numbers and the letters can do is you will be able to see that, 6 months from now, I'm going through a financial downturn. I better sock some money away right now so that in 6 months when this shit hits, I'll be okay. Knowing where you are in your physical health cycle, you can tell when you are going to be able to withstand something major versus if a cold will knock you flat. We have individual health cycles, we have individual financial cycles, we have individual sex cycles, and yes, and knowing how to read these cycles, knowing how to read the numbers, knowing how to interpret the numbers doesn't prevent you from going through. It gives you insight and a deeper essence to the underlying factor, and then half of staying calm is knowing why something fucked up or knowing why something went bad. Knowing why it goes bad is much better than having the shit go bad. Then you're like what happened? What happened? You know, and this way you can have the information up front, and then you get to decide if you want to fuck with the situation, association, or endeavor or not.
I see.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it. Because you cannot duck your karma. because wherever you run, guess what? You're there.
Right in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are just tools to prepare you to, it's like an advanced weather report. If you know the hurricane is coming 6 months later, you're going to be ready for it in 6 months. You're going to be able to buy all the things you need and prepare for it properly. Most folks walk around life and they depend on guidance, like they get their weather from the news. And the weather on the news at best is half right, at the best. This way, you're much more closer to 100% right with numerology and astrology and the card sciences as a daily part of your life.
That's good stuff. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else? Jolene, do you have your hand up, or you just didn't put it down last time?
Hi, I'm back.
Hey. Okay.
I was listening.
There you are.
I was, and so I'm always busy. Now I'm going home. Now I'm gonna stay on and take that. But
good.
I'm just here and there and everywhere, and busy. And then can I share something?
Sure.
Oh, may I share something? Okay, so I was at the library. I'm getting ready to publish my next book, and so just hoping everybody will. And I know someone, I think Deirdre, someone bought my book one, and please, because people are buying my books, but they're not writing reviews, and that they always say they like it. So unless they lie to me on my face. So yeah, and it talks about nonfiction. It's all nonfiction, and maybe hopefully I could learn enough of the numbers of I can incorporate that into my writing, because I really want to understand, especially the houses. I'm really interested about the houses. I'm not understanding that, but maybe next year we could talk about more of the houses and where I am with that. And just if you can just slow it down a little bit, because you know me, I'm slow with it.
I got you.
I'm slow.
I got you. You're not slow, you're just methodical. That's all. That's how we like to say that.
I'm methodical.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Methodical. Okay.
Yes. Yes. We're good for that. Thank you for sharing that, Jolene. I appreciate that.
I'm definitely methodical too. For sure.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Any other questions today? Nope. Well, if not, this has been On the 7's with Pyephreius B, Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. We do go through the 88 steps into our mastered self. And I guarantee you, if you make On the 7's with Pyephreius B, Metatron a permanent part of your soul's journey, somewhere along the way, your mastered self awaits you. I truly love and appreciate each and every one of you that has stopped by and shared your evening with me. And whenever I say goodbye, it's never meaning forever. It's always meaning until our next show. So until I see you again on Tuesday, this is goodbye for now. Peace, love, and ciao.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.